kind of in the middle. I'll show you in a minute. Just got to have a slurp. We had a, what do we have? A greater white throat. Oh, Rosie, what are you doing? Rosie? It's a good girl. Ho ho. Good morning everyone, I hope you're all well. Yeah, it's actually, the weather is beautiful. Who'd have thought, after all the horrible weather we've been having, the last 2 days have been absolutely glorious. So, you know, time to get some gardening done. Thanks to everybody for identifying the damson. Unbelievably, I never realised, but it actually goes all along the hedge, all the way up to the house. That means, well, I mean, we've got to sort of, maybe they need light to help ripen, but we need to cut the hedge. But there's a lot of, the damsons have grown all along the hedge towards the house. I mean, that's incredible. And damson jam, I've never made that before. I heard of damsons, but didn't really know what they were, you know, ignorance and all that kind of stuff. But today we're going to start making our first bed. I have done a lot of trimming of the grassy area, which is sort of like the pathway, and I've kind of made a decision where the pond's going. It's going to be a kind of rectangle shape this time, but kind of in the middle. I'll show you in a minute. Just got to have a slurp. Rosie's with us, which is nice. But I thought I'd make a start on the first bed, which is directly sort of underneath the hedge where the damsons are, but that means I need to kind of cut that back a bit in order to, you know, just to get away from, because it's really encroaching over, and then dig a line and start really weeding that area. And one of you mentioned about how you know, the compost I've been making at the allotment, I should I think especially in the water butts, and it would be quite a good idea to bring at least one of those water butts, if not the other one. If I empty one, I'm definitely going to bring it, because I think they make very good compost makers. And probably put it in, I've got a corner over there. I'll just have another slurp, and then we'll have a little tiny weeny walkabout. Oh, I've been doing the bird thing. Let's have a quick look at that. Oh, we had a, what do we have? A greater white throat, a wren, a skylark, and a dunnock, and a sparrow. A greater white throat. Yeah, that's nice. Right, let's show you around quickly. We'll just do a sort of full circle. So for parents, that's where the raspberries are. This is obviously the actual plot, and that's where the damsons are. But the first bed, I really want to start digging to really weed. Then there'll be a path next to it. I've already got the wood chip. I just need to bring the cardboard that I've got in my shed at the allotment. That's the next vlog though, really, because it's going to spend a lot of time just getting this bed as weed free as possible. But first of all, cut back that hedge. Oh, Rosie, what are you doing? Rosie? It's a good girl. That's where I'll probably put one of the compost water butts, or maybe two. There's room there. And where the brown bin is, we did eventually get one because, well, with the grass, it fills it up. But there's area there for a shed. Can you see that sort of path? That's where a shed was once. And there are actually fruit trees there. And it could be where I'm going to take the plum tree from the allotment and put it there, but I need to clear that area. That's a later date. So that all needs tidying up, really. But, you know, a greenhouse, maybe there somewhere one day, but shed first. So yeah, let's crack on. I'm going to start cutting that back, and then sort of edging the bed and sort of starting to really weed it. See how far we get. Right, see you in a bit. Oh my God, it's boiling. We actually do have a hedge trimmer on our list to buy because that shears is really old, a bit blunt. Yeah, I mean, sharpen them is a good idea, but I don't know where to go these days. Yeah, well, I was slightly worried I'm going to lose some damsons, but bearing in mind I've got the whole hedge going upwards, it did reveal a lot more as well, so that's pretty good. I'm just going to work out when I know they're ripe, so I'm going to look that up. But now I'm going to use the rake and get rid of all of that, and then start lining that first bed, digging the first sort of line, and loosening the soil so I can really weed it by hand. Oh boy, it's boiling. Right, let's crack on. See you in a bit. Hot and I was in the shade but I'm hoping you can see that. I can't tell. Hold up, it's not quite finished. I need to do sort of neaten the edging. I've got an edger, I'll have to bring it down. There's plastic under there, but I cleared out most of it. Can you see that? Yeah, so that's a start. Next job is to kind of carry on fine weeding, sorting the edges out, getting the first path next to it, and sowing some lettuce or something like that. Yeah, next vlog. See you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and thanks for all your help. Really appreciate it. Take care. Bye. Oh boy, got to have a glass of water. See you later.